Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So this is the Vikings-Packers. Second to last game of the year to see if the Vikings win. They're in the driver's seat. They control their own destiny for the playoffs. They should be fired up.
Ew.
You don't like that?
What is that all about?
He's there shirtless with his kid in front of 60,000 people.
Why is he wearing that chain? Oh.
See, there's a son too. They're both standing there shirtless.
What is that
with chains
about?
There's Harrison Smith. He threw it right to where Harrison Smith would have been if he'd been looking for the ball. And that's how the Vikings stopped him. See, they let them drop the ball. First Vikings possession, no pass blocking. Rushing a lot of guys.
This is the beginning of the game?
Look how open he was. Thankfully, the quarterback isn't very good.
Who's their quarterback?
Jordan Love.
It's Love. Huh. It's a nice name.
Boing.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
The tight end's Munt.
Is that his name, Munt?
Yeah.
Is that another?
Well, that's last year. It's the exact same thing happened with Cousins playing, of course, last year. People don't remember that.
He was wide open. Oh, my goodness.
Well, they don't believe in covering people. They cover areas. Yeah, and if the guy isn't in that area, they just leave him uncovered. Cousins isn't too upset.
Why is he clapping?
Okay, rushing a lot of guys, got a lot of pressure, and the number 21 for the Vikings, Evans, just doesn't cover people. Look at all the rushers, and then just again nobody covered.
Is that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it.
22, Harrison Smith. Look at that. Look at the pass blocking. Darasaw.
3 people.
O'Neal. Supposedly 2 great offensive tackles.
Well, they look like a college team that's playing against a professional team.
They look like the Washington Generals. Look at that.
Stop doing that. He's not cheering that.
He doesn't care. He's going to sleep well tonight whether they win or lose. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
Only 4 guys there to sack him.
Who is this quarterback, though?
Well, it's Jaron Hall. He's a 48-year-old rookie Mormon. But it's like, what's he supposed to do? He drops back. There's 4 guys ready to sack him.
I know. How is that?
Now he's got time, okay? And look at that. Look at that. It's just a duck and a half.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Right at the end of the first half.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Last year with Cousins.
Oh, that's Cousins?
Exact same thing happening. Just make the point that this happened with Cousins last year.
It's pretty pathetic. He's fast.
Well, I think it's more relative to our defense that isn't doing anything. It's very beginning of the second half. They got Mullins in, so they benched Hall. So we got to change this.
Who's in?
Mullins. He's the guy who played well enough for them to win the previous 2 weeks, but they benched because he threw some interceptions. And then no pass blocking, of course.
All right, there we go. Come on.
It's Munt again.
Is he the only one that gets thrown the ball?
Well, they only throw to the tight end. And when they only throw to the tight end, they mistakenly think that means the tight end is great because the tight end gets a lot of catches. Like Hawkinson, the guy got hurt. 4th and 4. No, this is it right here. Again, no pass blocking at all.
Oh.
And nobody open. They can rush 4 and get tons of pressure. And they drop guys into coverage who actually cover people. Look at
Wide
that.
Open
Look
again.
at that. That's some prevent defense.
2 people on either side of him.
Yep.
But
look at all day and watch. Yep. Harrison Smith.
Just keep going.
Harrison Smith doesn't bring him down short of the first down. What do you know? A guy who's completely
Wide
uncovered.
Open? Okay, where's the coach? Sit the Vikings down. Give them a talking to.
I've seen a lot of bad eggs.
Well,
get them in gear. I mean, gosh, what is going on?
She is a twiddler, a dreamer.
What is that? I mean, the guy just they leave that entire half of the end zone open. Okay, here's
notice him.
Our one good player, number 11. He's the one
Good
guy who
job.
showed up. The one guy.
Yeah, that was really good.
That's a pretty sad one.
Go. He's slow. Oh my gosh.
Well, he got in the end zone.
Yeah, barely.
They finally make a good play, and here you are criticizing him.
No, I'm like, good. At least they got a
because
touchdown.
his name is Munt?
No, you keep mentioning that. Stop it.
At least our defense stepped up after we scored that touchdown. Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Is this called like zone defense?
It's called just MOAP, mother of all prevents.
Well, I don't get it. It doesn't work. So why do they continue?
Well, I don't understand it. It's a strategy where everybody on the defense looks for someone else to make a play. There's no like ownership of anything. And so you stand in your zone or in your area and you see a guy 5 yards from you who's uncovered and you just think, well, somebody else will get him.
And it's supposed to be the reverse.
Yeah.
He's in the zone area. You go
pick
and
him up.
cover it. Yeah.
4th down, last gasp.
Come on.
Need a garbage touchdown. Make Cousins
on.
proud.
Oh. Stop showing him. Oh my gosh.
You don't like seeing him with his shirt off?
That is a little weird. I don't know.
A little weird?
Yeah.
A little? A little weird?
I don't understand why he did that.
Because one time, like a year and a half ago, he was flying back from a road game and they put chains on him with his shirt off. And it became this thing.
That was really weird.
Because he's a crowd follower. He's not a leader. He just submits to peer pressure. They made him do this stupid thing and now he just keeps doing it. And there he is after. He doesn't look sad. His team got his butt kicked and he's not sad. So what do you think? You think it would have been different if Kirk Cousins had played?
No.
Why? Because the same thing happened last year?
Well,
with him playing?
I don't think he's a great football player. I mean,
what can you change when not a single offensive lineman can block anybody? Like, what can you do? You can bring extra protection. It doesn't matter. Then our defense can't get pressure at all. It doesn't matter who you put in there. And people don't understand this. It's like, you put number 8 back there. He's a statue. He's going to get killed. He's going to get hit as he throws. He's going to fumble. There's going to be interceptions. Same thing's going to happen. You don't have an offensive line. You don't have defensive line. You don't have linebackers. You have no core strength to your team. And no mental toughness. You have nothing.
Right. That's it. The mental toughness is completely missing from the Vikings. But I would put Dobbs back in. He moved around a lot, at least the last time I saw him play.
Problem with Dobbs partly is Alexander Madison fumbled in that Denver game. They were going to win that game if Madison doesn't fumble. And Dobbs would have had another good win under his belt and probably buy some time. But Kevin O'Connell was going to sabotage that, the Vikings coach. He doesn't call plays to fit the strength of his players.
Right.
So obvious. If you have a Dobbs or a Jaron Hall who have some mobility, he's not going to try to use that. Yeah. And they're also limited in their ability to make plays in the pocket. So he calls it as if he's got Cousins or Mullins back there, no matter who's in there. And so you just set up your quarterback to fail. And there's just no imaginative play calling at all.
Well, true.
None. And you just have a head coach who just stands there as like Rome is burning, just fiddling, just like, oh, gee, la-di-da.
Well, la-di-frickin-da!
Wonder what's going on here every week. Well, gee, we're just collapsing. I wonder what's going on.
I got to do a much better job.
Well, maybe you should change what you're doing.
Well, this seems to be a pattern, though, because didn't the last coach do the same thing, and then they hire someone else, and now they're just continuing with the same old, just like with the defense and the zone defense, which obviously doesn't work, but they continue to do it because that's what they've done all along. Yeah. So I guess that's what they should do. Yeah.
Well, the best year they had with Cousins was 2019. They didn't win the division because, again, they choked. I think second to last game of the year against Green Bay where they just didn't show up with Cousins, of course, as usual. And so they didn't win the division, but they made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. And there were times when they looked like a really good team. Like the offense was doing well at times, really well at times, because they had a really good offensive coordinator. And now they don't. They have their Kevin O'Connell, their head coach, calling the plays. And he's just, you got guys like Harrison Smith, this Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Fame safety who I mean, you get older, they say you're a step slow. He's about 3 steps slow.
They need to do something different, bottom line.
They're
It's not
supposed to
working,
know. They're
so-
supposed to know. We shouldn't be the ones who have to figure this out, right?
Well, I barely know football, but I'm saying they need to do something different.
They need it.
I'm the captain. I'm pulling rank. And you can fall in line or not.
Is their goal to win a Super Bowl or just to get out and be on the field?
I just don't see other teams doing what we do, where we drop guys into coverage who just don't do anything. They just stand there and don't pay attention to the receivers.
Maybe the coach should review with them what zone defense means.
I think some of these guys are just idiots and they're terrible. And that's part of the problem. And it's bad talent. It's lack of talent. And that's on the GM.
They should practice. If they want to do zone like that, they should practice like that.
Oh.
And
Can I practice with you?
What? Anyways. And when things don't happen, you have to correct it.
Well, thanks for nothing!
Not at all.
You gonna correct me?
What?
Okay.
Happy New Year!